Hey guys, what's up to all of my vocalists? Welcome back to another Daily Nugget with Tori Live. So it's been a minute since we've done one of these, and you know, do I have explanations as to why? Absolutely, but I'm not going to waste your time with those. So let's just jump right back into the meat and potatoes of what we're really here to talk about, y'all. So, um, it just came across like it just hit me out of thin air. And I was like, you know what? Sometimes we plan things, right? And our plans are accurate, our intentions are set, and everything is everything. But the truth be told, see, the plan, right? The greater plan is bigger than the planner. Let that marinate for a couple seconds like oxtails before you throw them in the pan. The plan is greater than the planner. Now, this is going to go over the head for a few people, and that's okay. But for those of you who catch it, y'all understand. Those who don't, catch it on the way home. However, the plan is absolutely greater than the planner. We as humans, as individuals, we plan for things and we think like, okay, like this is the way that my life is gonna go, and this is the order that everything's gonna fall in, and blah 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 blah. But your true plan, like the God-given plan, the universal plan, whatever you want to call it, I call it Jesus. But hey, I'm not here to push my religion on anyone, but that's what I believe. But God's plan for my life may not be my personal plan for myself. Now, when I set my intentions, I pray before I set my personal intentions, right? I say, God, if this be your will, because it's absolutely your will for me to prosper and do well and do good things, right? That's absolutely your will. There's no around the corner about that. But if this thing that I want, if this be your will for my life, Lord, allow this to go through. This is what I want. This is what I'm aiming for. This is where we're going. And I say it and I believe it to come to pass if it be the will of God for my personal life, right? Because I personally believe, again, all of this is very personal. If you catch this, cool. If you don't, maybe you'll catch it on the way home. Maybe not. I don't know. But um I just personally believe like we set our intentions on certain things. And we have to understand that sometimes there are those times where the manifestation doesn't happen. Or sometimes it doesn't happen in our time. Because I'm a firm believer also that a lot of things happen outside of the time frame that we deem them to happen. So if I said by the end of the year, like by October, I need XYZ to happen. It may not happen for me until March of the following year. Does that mean that the plan was like null and void? It was nixed off? No. It just means that it took longer than expected because the planning, right? The planning, because I just personally believe, right? And you don't have to believe what I believe, but I'm just saying, right? I believe that there's a greater plan over our life than what we can personally fathom. So, if the plan is for you to get a certain thing at a certain time, because maybe the time frame that you want it, you may not be mentally mature enough, spiritually mature enough, financially mature enough to handle such said things, then it's not going to happen when you want it to. And when we look back in hindsight over a lot of the things that happen at like times far past what our personal deadline was, in hindsight, looking back, we realized that like, yo, I'm glad it didn't happen when I wanted it to happen. Because had it happened when I wanted it to happen, then I wouldn't have been prepared for it. I wouldn't have known how to take care of it. I wouldn't have had the knowledge to, handle it the way that I do present day. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I guess what I'm trying to say in this video here is that me personally, right? Now, if you believe these things, that's awesome. If not, no pressure. But I believe that there's a plan, there's a big, great plan above us. And, it's up to us to align ourselves with our power source, our source, our being, our energy, our God, whatever you call it. I call him Jesus Christ, but it's to your discretion. But like it's up for us to align with that to figure out like where we should go. I don't believe we're ever truly blind in this world. We don't have all the answers by no means because we're human. And if we had all the answers, that would make us superhuman and we wouldn't be here. Like, no. But we are human, and that means we're very, very susceptible to making wrong decisions, making the wrong, calling the wrong play. It happens. But the closer that we align ourselves with the true power, with the true source, with like our true being, right? That helps us get closer to our true purpose and where we're supposed to be. And that means that when we do start setting intentions and expectations as to what we want and how we want it to go and blah, 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 then we're able to be more accurate and have more of a bullseye on where we're trying to go. I just like me personally, I feel like when my will aligns closer to what God's will is for me, I have a better probability of hitting the target on my manifestations. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're trying to manifest stuff like evil stuff, like if you're trying to manifest stuff like, oh well, this person hurt me, so I just want to manifest something bad on their life. Like, no, that's not it. Or if you're like, oh, I want all this money so that I can flex on everybody. No. When you're setting intentions, I feel like your intentions they should be rather for good purposes, for your own good purposes. Don't be out there wishing bad on people. Because let me tell you something about wishing bad on people. It always finds its way back to you. When you point a finger, if I point a finger at this camera right now, check it out. There's like 1, 2, 3 pointing back at me. So, like when you put that negative energy out, you're just gonna pull it back to yourself like 3 times, if not more, harder than what you was trying to put out. So beware of that too. But yeah, like there's like a bigger plan, bigger than what we can understand. And no, this is not just another religious rant. This is me talking about my own personal experience in life. Like I had no idea that God was going to be here in this space. I, had no idea I would ever even leave Jersey, Like I was just a kid who was dreaming and hoping that one day I could travel. And I never knew I would move out of Jersey and I'd be all the way in Georgia. Like, what? And not only that, but I was able to be aligned with really, really good people. If you hear that noise in the background, sorry, that's the people doing construction next door. My bad. I really can't escape it because even if I go further into the house, it's right there. Sorry, guys, but I hope that doesn't really disrupt what I'm saying to y'all. But so I just was a big time dreamer, hoping that some of these little fantasies would start to come true. And over the years, I've seen things come true, and I've been blown away by how good God is. And I've come to understand that sometimes the plans that we have, right? Because my plan was to marry my ex-boyfriend and live a happy life and everything be beautiful, but that just was not the plan for me. And I'm thankful that that wasn't the plan for me because like as you watch things play out, in hindsight, you look back and you realize that really wasn't the person for you, that wasn't the situation for you, that wasn't a life for you. You wouldn't have been happy. Like, there's so many variables. Like what we believe that we want sometimes is truly not what we need when we look back over our life. So I guess, if I can sum it up into anything, like that's what I would sum it up as. Sometimes we desire things, we want things, And you're not wrong for wanting things, but sometimes if those things don't match up to the true plan that is meant for your individual life, then that thing, it can't come to pass, or at least it shouldn't come to pass. Because if you force things to come to pass and it's not meant to be, then you only hurt yourself in the end, because now you're causing more damage. If something's not meant for you, it's a reason that it's not meant for you. It's going to hurt you in the end. It's going to distract you from your true purpose in the end. It's going to do something bad to you in the end. So why risk that? I encourage you guys, me personally, I encourage you guys to pray and work on a deeper and a closer relationship with God, whatever that may look like or sound like to you. Right? I'm very vocal about who I am spiritually, like it's me and Jesus, but I know there's a lot of people of different religious backgrounds and stuff that follow my page. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody. If whatever your path is, hey, do you. But as for me, I just like to let y'all know who I am up front. But I encourage you guys to get closer to your spiritual source and understand that ultimately, beyond our physical, right? Because we really are just spiritual beings experiencing like a physical experience. Because once you pass on, your spiritual being continues to go on, however you believe it goes on, but it goes on, it goes past this physical life. We understand this physical life is just a temporal thing, you know, and that's why I encourage people to be smart. Be smart. However, like live your best possible life. That doesn't mean be really dumb and just make like very rash, uneducated decisions. It means live to the highest of your potential. Be a light to somebody else. Um, Make sure you have fun. Because we do this thing one time. Have fun. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy your family. Make memories. Be a blessing to somebody. Like all of that stuff. All of that. And experience things. Have experiences. Like I was very blessed with the experience of like going to California and living out there. It was really interesting. It was like a whole vibe. I enjoyed it. And just to be able to say I did it, I enjoyed that. So I encourage you to go out and have experiences of your own. We're gonna do this thing. I promise you, like we only going around this thing one time. One time. So make the most of it. And I cannot stress it enough. Be a blessing to somebody else because there's people going through it. And if you know something that somebody else don't, empower them, encourage them, push and motivate them, because there's so many people just feeling like this is it, this is the end for them, but life goes beyond what we can just see. Please be a light to somebody. So anyway, I think I've rambled on enough, and I feel like you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say. I hope that you guys definitely got something from this. I hope that you love, like, and subscribe. I haven't said that in the beginning, but if you stayed this long, you might as well go on and become a vocalist. That's what I call my subscribers. Go ahead and hit that button. Also hit the bell because you want to keep up on all notifications and everything, Daily Nugget, everything, Tory Live, just all that. All that. So do that. Do that. And I just want to thank you guys for coming through and vibing with me and listening to this conversation. I hope that this absolutely made sense to you, encouraged, and empowered you. So, with all that being said, I hope you become the best you. And I hope that above all else, you continue to be your own light, baby. You already know. Bye, guys.